and his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Ushabez. And he is a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I've said, go into the enemy camp, and you know the enemy camp is certain networks, and a lot of people don't like to, sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? He'll say, all right, thank you very much. He actually looks fine. He's still like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it, and then he just goes in and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words.
Wow. Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Thank you very much. He's turned out to be a good choice. I took a little heat at the beginning, but he was, I knew the brain was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now, we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to wait longer, I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. Let me also express my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden. Come here, Chris. Come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background. Come here, say something.
This wasn't expected, but I just want to thank, obviously, President Trump for this journey. It was a great one, and he's a hell of a
지금 시청자 여러분께서 보고 계신 화면, 도널드 트럼프 후보가 연설을 위해서 지지자들이 집결한 플로리다주 palm비치 컨벤션 센터로 이동해서 그곳에서 연설을 하고 있는 모습 여러분들께서 보고 계십니다. 트럼프 후보 당선의 영광이다라는 승리 선언과 함께 또 여러 가지 이야기를 전했습니다. 우리 모두 역사를 만들었다, 이런 감사의 인사를 전하기도 했고요. 또 강력하고 번영하는 미국을 만들 때까지 쉬지 않을 것이다. 우리는 미국을 다시 위대하게 만들 것이다라는 발언을 했습니다. 일단은 현재 상황에서는 도널드 트럼프 전 대통령이 승기를 잡았다, 이런 이제 평가들이 계속해서 나오고 있습니다. 양당의 전통적인 우세 지역에서 큰 이변이 없는 상황에서 현재 7개 경합주가 승리의 관건인데 7개 경합주에서 트럼프 후보가 지금 승기를 잡은 것으로 전해지고 있는 상황입니다.
When it left, it was beautiful, shiny white. When it came down, it didn't look so pretty. It was going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like hell. I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And but I saw it come down and turn around, and it was, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. And it came down, and you saw that fire burning, and I'm saying only Elon could do this. It must be an Elon. And I tell the story. I told it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here. And that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again, so I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold. And especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor, do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space-age movie or something. I put the phone down. Bad part, I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over. It was going to smash. And then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and I put it straight. And it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it. And just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And it was a beautiful thing to see. And I called Elon. I said, Elon, was that you? He said, yes, it was. I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No, nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated, the water. This was a big water, as big as we've ever seen, water hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called Elon Musk. I said, Elon, you have something called Starlink. Is that right? Yes, I do. What the hell is it? He said, it's a communication system that's very good. I said, Elon, they need it really, really badly in North Carolina. Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. And it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character. He's a special guy. He's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. We have up here today the U.S. Open champion. He's a fantastic golfer. He's slightly longer than me. It's a little bit longer than me. Just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here someplace. What happened to Bryson? Where is he? Bryson. Oh, he was shot.
네, 도널드 트럼프 전 대통령이 펜실베니아에서 잇따라 트럼프 전 대통령의 승전 소식이 들려오면서 현재 연설을 하고 있는 모습 함께 보고 계십니다. 도널드 트럼프 전 대통령은 당선의 영광이라며 승리를 선언을 했는데요. 네, 플로리다주 웨스트 팜비치의 컨벤션 센터를 찾아 지지자들 앞에서 승리를 선언한 모습입니다. 트럼프 전 대통령은 역사상 전례 없는 위대한 정치적 승리라며 47대 대통령에 당선돼 영광이다. 미국을 치유하고 이 나라의 모든 문제를 고칠 것이라고 말을 했습니다. 뿐만 아니라 일론 머스크에 대해서도 언급을 했는데요. 일론 머스크가 중요하고 새로운 스타가 탄생했다며 스페이스X의 로켓 귀환 장면이 대단하다고도 말을 했습니다.
자, 도널드 트럼프 공화당 후보 지금 계속해서 승리 선언 연설 겸 또 감사 인사를 전하고 있는데요. 일단 저희가 계속해서 좀 들어보도록 하겠습니다.
Anywhere at any time, it's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words because people love to hear from him. Dana, please.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelt boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustin' with the boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
예. 지금 시청자 여러분께서 보고 계시는 화면 플로리다 palmbeach 컨벤션 센터의 모습입니다. 앞서 전해드렸습니다만 도널드 트럼프 후보 지지자들을 위해서 승리 선언을 하기 위해서 저곳 플로리다 palmbeach 컨벤션 센터로 이동을 했고요. 지금 그 장면을 연설을 하고 있습니다. 저희가 지금 이제 영어로 나오고 있기 때문에요. 좀 내용을 정리를 해드리면 당선의 영광, 이렇게 승리 선언을 하면서 우리 모두 역사를 만들었다, 이런 감사 인사를 전했습니다. 강력하고 번영하는 미국을 만들 때까지 쉬지 않을 것이다. 우리는 미국을 다시 위대하게 만들 것이다 라는 발언을 했습니다. 이어서 우리에게 전례 없는 임무를 맡겨서 자랑스럽게 할 것이다. 우리는 상원도 다시 탈환했고 마가운동 덕분이다. 그 외에 또 벤스 부통령 당선인께도 감사하다. 또 이런 이야기를 했습니다. 벤스 부통령 역시 트럼프 후보의 리더십 아래 여러분의 꿈을 이룰 것이다. 또 이렇게 이야기를 했고요. 이어서 다시 마이크를 넘겨받은 트럼프 후보, 우리는 국경을 닫아야 하고 합법적으로 들어와야 한다. 그러니까 불법 이민에 대한 문제를 지적을 했고요. 또 수지와 크리스 등 연단이 사람 모두 대단하다. 이런 이야기도 전했습니다. 이 입에 또 트럼프 후보를 공개 지지했던 일론 머스크에 대한 이야기도 했고요. 일론 머스크 중요하다, 새로운 스타의 탄생이다, 이런 이야기를 했습니다. 계속해서 좀 이야기를 들어볼까요?
Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together, we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny. We're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from the, can you imagine? 901, something, a lot of rallies. And it was sad. Everybody was sad. Many people, I said, this is our last rally. But now we're going on to something that's far more important, because the rallies were used for us to be put in this position where we can really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. And I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason. And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission.